Mr. President, I rise to speak in favor of the bill.
Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I think this is a good example of how you can come to the same conclusion, the same result from two different paths. First of all, I appreciate the work of the Senator from Marshall. I can't think of a better person to bring this bill to the Senate than one who's had years of experience as a law enforcement officer and a stellar record as a police officer. Okay? So I think he's the perfect person to say, this is an area that needs reform, and I'm going to be the leader in that reform. I will say, Mr. President, that I come from this bill and my support of it from a different perspective, okay? Because I've seen a history and know of a history and know of experiences where people who look like me, okay, have not seen the best side of police. That historically police have been used as a means of oppression or intimidation or harassment of African Americans. And I've had that talk from my mother, who said, Reggie, if you get stopped by police, here are the things you must do. Be quiet, say yes, sir, or no, sir. Put your hands on the desk, on the dashboard. And yes, I've had to do that. I've been stopped by police for no reason other than, I'm just a black man in the wrong place at the wrong time. And I've given my children that same example as a father of two sons, who I didn't want them to be a statistic, by being stopped by police. And I've written articles published in the Lexington Herald-Leader to that effect about the talk that black parents give their black children. So again, the Senator from Marshall and I come at this from two different perspectives because, again, of our different backgrounds, our different looks, our different cultures. Okay? But he's right. There are bad apples in every profession. There are bad attorneys. And all the attorneys who are here in the Senate know that there are some very bad attorneys. No profession is immune from having bad people here. Okay? And yes, we are definitely needing police reform and need to move to a different posture, a different posture of society regarding how police treat people. I do, being one who likes to cite facts and figures, I do have to point this out. Nobody in this chamber, including myself, believes that we should defund the police. And I will tell you that my constituents have told me that we need to keep police, and I agree with them. And we have an excellent police chief in Lexington who we all support. But we can't ignore the fact, Mr. President and members of this chamber, that just last year alone, there were 129 killings of unarmed black people in America. In a COVID year, 129 people. And we know some of the names very well. George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, Rayshard Brooks, Jacob Pruitt, and yes, Breonna Taylor. And we've got to address that because I'm talking about last year, and I'm not even going back to the thousands that we've heard about over the news and in the print, for the last decade or two or for centuries. So this bill is a great start. It doesn't do everything that I'd like to see done, but I fully agree with the statements by the Senator from Scott. You can't defeat the good for the desire of the perfect. Or I'm paraphrasing that somehow. Okay. And he's right. But this is a really good start, and the Senator from Marshall worked hard on this bill. It's definitely a step in the right direction. And I would encourage all of us, since police reform, Mr. President, is an issue we've got to tackle in this state this year. Our state demands it, our nation demands it. Okay. So I would encourage all the members in this Senate, this is one bill we should vote for unanimously to support this measure. And again, I applaud the Senator from Marshall for his hard work.